design emphasis behind
check out this gun here. Now this here is a Steyr AUG. Steyr AUG's a bad motherfucker. Listen.
What's up, everybody? We're back here for another review. This one is going to be on the movie Jackie Brown, which is based off of the novel Rum Punch by Elmore Leonard. Jackie Brown follows a flight attendant with a criminal past who gets nabbed by the ATF for smuggling. Under pressure to become an informant against the illegal arms dealer she works for, she must find a way to secure her future without getting killed. Now, in my opinion, most book-to-movie adaptations can be pretty weak, but this one was excellent, right? The movie, which was written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, he doesn't get every single detail right, but it did give me the same feeling I got just from reading the novel. Now, one of, if not my favorite thing about this movie is the dialogue. Elmore Leonard, if you've never read any of his novels, he is just a wizard with dialogue. Like, it is incredible to hear the people in his books talk, just because everyone sounds so different and so unique. I thought that Quentin did a great job of adapting Elmore Leonard's dialogue to the screen, but also infusing his own style with it.
You put this bad boy in a flick, every motherfucker out there want mine. I'm serious as a heart attack. When them Hong Kong flicks came out, every nigga in the world had to have a 45, and they ain't want one. They want two, because all them niggas want to be the killer.
In the book, Rum Punch, there's a lot of these long conversations between some of the characters, just about different random topics. In the movie, I think they captured that really well, because, again, you're hearing these just kind of regular conversations between some of the characters, but they just so happen to be about something illegal or just something wild.
I'm gonna tell him I'm going in the trunk to show him the goods. When I open the trunk, you pop up and rack this motherfucker.
Man, fuck that shit. I ain't finna shoot nobody.
I ain't saying nothing about you shooting nobody. All you gotta do is hold on to it. They'll get the idea.
Now, the dialogue here, it's just like regular conversation, which I love. Now, I mean, you do need really good actors for any of this to work, right? Which this movie does have. You have some killers here. I mean, you have Robert De Niro, Robert Forster, Pam Grier, Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, right? And none of these people would be there if the script was trash. The movie also has just a lot of random funny scenes, It's a great time.
Man, you must be out of your fucking mind if you think I'm finna get in this dirty ass trunk.
So I've probably said this before in another review somewhere, but I love it when scenes just have a natural build-up before something wild happens, just because this is how it is in real life, and I thought this movie just did a really, really good job of that. There's the scene where Melanie is bothering Lewis about trying to find their way out of the mall, and at first Lewis is calm, but like everybody, he does have a breaking point.
Don't say anything else, okay? Keep your mouth shut.
Well,
I mean, don't say one fucking word, okay?
okay, Lewis.
There's also this banter between the characters in the scenes, which I just really enjoyed. It really feels like you're watching these characters trying to figure out their way through the situation that they're in, as opposed to them just trying to talk just to move the plot.
You shot Melanie?
Twice. In the parking lot.
You couldn't talk to her?
Well, how can you talk to her?
You couldn't just hit her?
Maybe, but at that moment, I don't know.
So I remember when I first saw this movie, there was just so many just like iconic, memorable scenes in here. There's also just a lot of this kind of weirdly funny humor, which in my opinion, I think that's just a lot of Tarantino's style mixed in with Elmore Leonard's.
What the fuck happened to you, man? Your ass used to be beautiful.
Something else that I thought made the movie really special to me is that there's just no real rush to get to the end, right? Some of these scenes, the characters are just talking to each other in the kitchen and getting to know each other. But at the same time, the movie is still progressing.
Would you like some coffee?
If you're having some?
I am. Come on in. Why don't you make yourself at home? Just, have a seat.
You get a chance to use it?
So throughout the movie, there are some interactions between some of the characters that you kind of rarely see in the movie. And I guess what I mean by that is that, you know, there's a few characters that interact with each other. Like you'll see them in the same room, maybe 2 times, 3 times throughout the entire film. Now, most movies, you know, these kind of interactions that you know, that are kind of sporadic throughout the film, they're not really memorable to me. In this movie, these are actually some of my favorite scenes. So, I mean, there's a scene that comes to mind in particular with the ATF agent interrogating Jackie Brown, right? It's like funny, but also like very intense at the same time.
You have no idea what happened with $50,000. You're clueless about the money, right? You have no idea what the 50 grand.
I have no idea.
None. You have no idea. You don't know. It could have gone here. Could have gone there. You don't know.
I know nothing. Not a clue. I don't have an idea where the motherfucking money is.
Little idea.
So this movie is an excellent adaptation, right? It's got some incredible writing, you know, thanks to Quentin Tarantino and obviously Elmore Leonard for the novel. The acting is superb. Really, really talented cast all around for this one. The movie does clock in at a little over 2 hours and 20 minutes. So again, it is pretty long. I'm not going to lie to you. But again, this was back when 2 hours and 20 minutes was a good thing. So, you know, I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth your time. It's an excellent, excellent movie.
You see that motherfucker in the Justice Department when we about to get $500,000 and you don't think nothing about him being
why?
there?
Do they know each other?
Hell yeah, they know each other. He bonded their ass out of county.
Well, how am I supposed to know
You
that?
know he a bail bondsman, don't you? You know all them motherfuckers is crooked as a barrel of snakes, don't you?
Why should